Hi everyone, this is Loki, a voice reveal, because I was kind of lazy to put text and explain everything on it, but here I am. Anyways, today I'll be giving you a tutorial on this transition in my Jungwon edit. Okay, let's get started. So first, you need a notebook PNG. You can find it on Pinterest or on Google, but I have my own. I didn't make it. I think I got it off Pinterest as well. Okay. Oops, sorry. So this is my notebook. I'll link it down below. I'll put like a mega link in the description, or I'll pin a comment with it. I don't know. But okay, I'll scale it up so it fits, and then I pre-compose it. Right click and pre-compose. Also, just saying this right now, and this applies to like all my future videos, that I stutter a lot and I mess up a lot, but I'm gonna try my best not to, although it's like that's like the hardest thing in my whole entire life. But anyways, after I've pre-composed it, now you have like a notebook page, and you just have to decorate it because this is a scrapbook. So I'll just do something like really quick. It's gonna suck, but it's all I can do. Also, I don't know if anyone's ever wondered this, but I'm just gonna put this out here. I do put a lot of sketches in my scrapbook transitions, and I'm gonna put the art credits of this jig photo right here. So if anyone's wondering how I make it look like it was drawn onto the page, I put a linear color key on it, and then I go to the key color and I click this eyedrop thingy, or whatever the fuck that is, and I click on the white in the background, and now it looks like it's kind of drawn onto it. Anyways, I'll speed up the process of this. Okay, so this is what I have. I know it's ugly, I didn't really put any effort into it, but anyways, Control A, so it selects all of them, and then right click, pre-compose. And then you Control D to duplicate, and then see this pen right here, there's this rectangle right next to it. Click on that, and then go to this top part of the notebook and click on it. Drag it to the end of the notebook so it masks one page. I'm just gonna fix it and make it in the middle. Okay, then you go to the mask right here and Control C, and then go to the second layer and Control V. Then you go to the mask again and you check this inverted box. So now it's like that. So now you have 2 pages, but you need 2 more pages, or 1 page, depending on whether you're gonna flip it and show 1 page, or flip it and then show the 2 pages on the back, if that makes sense. But for the purpose of this video, I'm gonna do 2, just in case anyone wanted to know what it looks like. Okay, so I'm gonna just copy the notebook page from down here because I'm lazy, and copy it right there. Pre-compose. I'll just do anything. Yeah, this is what we have. It's beautiful, I'm aware. Okay, now this layer right here, the 2 pages that you are flipping to, you're gonna duplicate it as well and mask it just like the other one. Why do I always have to fucking fix this? So annoying. Wait, am I allowed to curse on YouTube? Oops. Anyways. Copy the mask. And then invert it like that. So now you have 2 pages. Put these under here. Now you're gonna make a null layer and enable 3D, this cube right here. you want to enable 3D on the page that you're turning. So in my case, it's this page right here, the left page. So I'm gonna enable 3D on that. And then I'm also going to enable 3D on the page that is on this side, on the right side for me. So just like that. Okay. Then I'm gonna grab these two and I'm gonna connect it, parent it to the null layer. You just go to the squirrely thing and squirrely, what the fuck is that? Okay, this little thing, snail, and you drag it to this. Okay, and then press R on your keyboard and click on the stopwatch for the Y rotation. Go to the end of your clip and set it to negative 180, like that, or negative 179, because sometimes when you have two 3D layers, one doesn't show because it's under it, like it's not like under it, but it's like behind it. I don't know if that's gonna make sense. Like you have to move the Z position. But anyways, that's besides the point. Then you go to the other page that you're flipping to, which is on this side. And you set the Y rotation. Don't keyframe it. Just set it to 180. Or, well, 181, my bad. Yeah. So now it looks like this. Select the keyframes and F9 on your keyboard to ease it. And then do whatever graph you like that. Okay, maybe that's a little too tight, my bad. Yeah, it's better. Alright, what I like to do is make a light layer. Here are my settings if anyone cares. Point of interest and position, you can copy it all. Okay, so that's the transition of it flipping. Now, if you want to do the transition like where it goes to this page and then this page and then it goes to this page and so on, first of all, enable 3D on this and press P on your keyboard. Separate dimensions, right click, separate dimensions. Keyframe the X position, drag that keyframe a little bit to the front, not a lot. And I do it like that. So 800, 1800 or something like that. 1850, something like that. Highlight it, ease. And then you'd be on the speed graph, so right click and go to value graph. And then copy my graph if you want. Okay, and then I do this. I don't know if everyone does this, but I like doing this. I don't know. I just highlight all the keyframes and move it one frame back. So now you have like a side transition. Create a null layer. Oops. Duplicate it three times or 4 depending on, well, how many times you're moving. And then enable 3D on all of them. Parent it to the first null layer. Press P, S, and R. And keyframe position, scale, X rotation, Y rotation. These keyframes should be at the start. Then you go right here to like maybe right here, and I'll do it right here actually. Maybe it's a little bit too far. I'll do it right here. I scale it up and do that. Move it to the first page, and then that. like that. Okay, highlight all the keyframes. You can copy the same values if you want, that is totally up to you. Go to the speed graph, highlight the whole thing, and move this like that. Okay, then parent the first null layer to the second one. Again, scale, position, expectation, y rotation. Move the frames a few frames forward, and go to where you want your transition to end. And then just drag it to where the second page is. Oops. I'll scale it up a little bit. Okay, highlight all the keyframes. Whoops. Whoops. And then do your mid graph like that. Maybe it's a little too tight. Yep, okay. Then parent it to the third layer. X, Y, position, scale. And you want to go to the other side like that. Okay, you can copy my values or do whatever you feel looks best. Again, highlight, graph. Oops. And we have something that looks like this. What I like to do is I press R in keyframe orientation. This is totally up to you, but I think it looks a little bit better. But you just kind of add more movement to it. So now you have something that looks like this. Also, I don't quite do this. I don't do this a lot, but this is like a tip in general. It doesn't just have to be in this transition. If you create another null layer and press S, you can make it a little bit more flowy. I've always been talking about this thing, like if anyone's asked me why does your flow look so good or whatever, I tell them the same thing. Okay, so this part should be a zoom in. So I'll set like here, like 110, and then here 100 again, and then here 110. So it moves a little bit more. Like, see? It looks more flowy. I think it looks a lot better. You can also set a light layer right here. Boom. Just like that. You have a scrapbook transition. Easy. Anyways, if you have any more suggestions, let me know. Comment it down below or text me on Instagram. Or if you don't want to, like, if you're shy or nervous, I don't know, if you don't want me to know you, and you want to do it like anonymously, you can do it. You can send on a tell. It's linked in my Instagram bio. You can just send a tell, request whatever you want, and if I can do it, I will do it. Anyways, thank you guys for watching. Please let me know if this helped. I feel like I suck at explaining, but I'll definitely like try to improve a little bit more in my future videos, but for now you'll just have to put up with my very terrible explaining. Thank you for watching. Like, subscribe, I don't know, whatever the fuck they say. But anyways, thank you. Bye.